from local farmers around the area and bring them to a specific location where then the subscriber to this organization will then go pick up their goods. And so why not have Pete's be that location? We think that the relationship between the foodie and also the millennial coffee connoisseur is very intertwined in these two types of things. So not only would they be inclined to come to a Pete's, but they're also required to go there to get their food.
Okay, distribution supervisor is an idea we had to sort of address the issues of quality between licensed partnerships and retail locations. We know that Pete's owns their methods of distribution. So those drivers are Pete's drivers. What if, as an assurance of quality, we had drivers go into licensed partnerships, taste coffee, take pictures, as an incentive for those licensed partnerships to actually try harder? Additionally, we had the idea of millennial secret shoppers, which would be to take sort of millennial coffee connoisseurs and recruit them as secret shoppers to enter into these licensed partnerships and do a quality control test as well. And these people could end up becoming ambassadors for your brand. So in summation, really, we have these three key insights that we're attacking. It's the idea of creating a compelling story to assure the millennial coffee connoisseur that Pete's is still committed to quality, and to deal with issues of quality control between licensed partnerships and retail. So consistency of quality. And we have the cup story, pour over hours, roasting and cupping events, CSA drop-offs, put Pete's in independent cafes, which I think I skipped, but that one is actually important. We'd like to put Pete's best single origins or their highest quality blends into independent cafes that don't normally serve Pete's coffee. Those are shops that have already established their integrity in terms of their dedication to coffee, their dedication to craft. Why not have them promote the Pete's brand as well? And I think ultimately it's really important to, what this comes down to for me, I think, is to realize that a connoisseur is a connoisseur. And even if it's a millennial coffee connoisseur, connoisseurs of all types, the coffee connoisseur, really want the same thing. So, thank you.
Can you go back one slide? So I had a question. If let's say the cup story became infeasible, how else would you, because it's very noteworthy, there's one idea there. I just wondered, let's say that couldn't fly, how would you execute against that insight a different way, or?
Right. I think there's a lot of ways you could do it. You could have signs even in stores that just, they don't have to be a poster or something that seems a little nicer. They could express the same sorts of things. You say, these beans that are in this blend come from this, the same types of information. Napkins, as some groups have talked about, I think would be good to express information of the same quality. Bags as well on the packaging, make sure that that information is really coming across, the specific information. Yeah.
Just on that one, what is it that makes the origin story compelling? Like, what is it about it?
Right. So,
sorry, it just kind of harps on that human connection that a lot of other groups talked about. Instead of these millennial coffee connoisseurs having to relate to a long dead Alfred Pete, they have this. Sorry, I mean they have this international connection with a real person who's actually put a lot of effort into this material cup that they're about to drink and enjoy, and it gives them a further understanding and actually level of interest into the product.
Exactly, and one thing I want to add is I think what's really interesting, because I noticed that you guys do offer some of this information, but what you don't offer is how the location specifically contributes to the cup that you're drinking and what the relationship is.
There's more education about the coffee, I understand.
I think so, yeah, and it's a modern story as opposed to an old backstory. This is the story of the cup, the coffee you're drinking now, not the story of Pete's that started in.
And you could also attack that from the roasting and cupping events as well, because not only would you be able to understand how they brew that cup, but if someone is an expert in that field, then they would really be able to articulate where the beans are from and how they're grown.
So let's finish our morning today. Thank you so much for your time, for your patience. Thank you, Talia and Blake, for the whole week, advise us and give us a lot of instructions. Thank you so much. Did everyone fill out their group forms? For the one that went out?
One of each goes.
Okay, so now I'm going to be giving you a different form. This is for you to fill out about your team. And you're going to be meeting later with your faculty to go over this. And I think Rob mentioned it, or maybe Timothy, to put the team, your team member, the order you went in, on it. So I can pass it that way. Yeah. So this is more of a self-evaluation rather than other groups.
Should we hand these in?
Yeah, and I can, I'll trade with you. I'll give you and I'll take, are you still recording?
If you, let me make an announcement here. The judge will return in about 20 minutes to deliver some comments. So if you leave, you step outside or something, please make sure you're back here in 20 minutes, right? It'd be easier for everyone if you just fill out the forms where you are now, or very
We actually have two forms, so this is only one of them. We have this one and then in the same, so just stay in the room. We have two forms.
easier for everyone.
Yeah, we're gonna get this one, and then if you brought your computer, once you finish this form, we have our weekly evaluation that you'll fill out every week, and it'll take you like 5 to 7 minutes, and it's pretty much just going over the week, the mentors that came, and it's posted on our Facebook group, so if you don't have a Facebook, let me know and I can email it to you. So you'll need to request access to the Facebook group, or because it's a closed group. So you'll get in, then that way everyone will be in the group, and then you can fill out the evaluation. And they'll say Rob or Timothy's name at the top.
And let one of us know if you didn't bring your computer with you today or need access to one to do this.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Right there. You guys have your It's called, the Facebook group is called Midcore SNC 2015.
And go for the group with more likes. We're trying to take one down. There were 2 of them created. So there's one that has like 25 people in it and another with 15.
Well, only one of them actually has the evaluation.
Yes, so I'm saying go with the one with 25 people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Yes, that is exactly. Thank you. All right, did everyone get their team the team evaluation form? All right, perfect. And I will post these over.
Oh.
Yeah, so don't, Ajmals will not have the course evaluation. It's about to be.
What's it called?
It's Midcore SNC 15.
Why did we go with the same thing? In our class.
Will you accept my
Yes. All right, so now Timothy's is up. If you've been in,
I just left the group.
You just left.
The one with best English.
all right, so Mohammed, which class are you in?
Yeah.
Wait, where's the online exam?
It's on Facebook at Midcore SNC 2015.
Can we use this later?
If you don't have a computer right now, you can use mine in just a second.
Wonderful.
And we might have, Timothy, do you have another?
Did a group that evaluated group number 5 turn in their evaluation?
Oh, no, sorry, we have those. And also we have the other sheets.
Can I
Is the one closed group that I wasn't there?
It has been.
There you go.
Yeah, it was the one that
If you want to put, once you're finished with these evaluations, if you want to put them up at the front podium.
What? Like yesterday morning.
Yo, Mom, what's up, dude? Mom got it in?
Never mind.
What number were you at?
Yes. So has everyone so far been able to get access to the Facebook group and find their form? All right, other than you.
Oh, that was the first one.
Okay, so you have to request
Yeah.
that.
That come in. And there's one change to your weekly feedback forms online. There's a session that asks about Mark Randolph's talk this afternoon. You haven't done it yet, obviously. It's required, so just put NA, NA. That's good. You'll be able to assess it next week.
What's the difference between mentor feedback and session?
So session is like, I like this speech, like if you thought it was a good session to do. Mentor is stuff, like they talk too quietly, they talk too fast. I liked what they said, I didn't like what they said. Session is like how the session could be improved, or if you think we shouldn't have taught that.
What?
All right, so far everyone is good with the forms? Awesome. Okay, cool. So as soon as
It also works on your phone, it's a mobile.
Oh,
Wait, I don't.
yes,
You can use your phone if you want to on the computer. Yeah.
whatever's easier.
Is it SNC 15 or SN like
It's
15 or 2015?
At 15.